This is Michelle Moreland in Atlanta, Georgia with the Variety Radio Online, and I have here with me RJ Haddy.
Hey, how are you?
He's from Face Off. So let's jump in and talk about some fun things. First, I'd love to ask you, how is Halloween at your house?
Oh man. Halloween at my house is better than Christmas.
Yay.
At most people's houses anyway. But yeah, it's pretty much an event. I get people calling me that I haven't talked to in 6 months. October 1st, and be like, hey man, you got anything at the house? Like, no, good night. You should have called me 6 months ago, click. Don't call me on October 1st and ask me if there's something that I can give you.
No, I'm gonna call you and say, October 1st, can I come to your house and play?
Can you come to that? Yeah, now that, come on, the door's open.
Let me come play.
Come find some crap on the floor, you can make something out of it.
So, let's talk. I got several things I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
So, with Face Off,
Yeah.
what are some techniques that you really took home with you that you may have walked away with from
That's
there?
an excellent question,
Thank
and
you.
nobody ever asks that. I was, honest to God, no crap, I was just sitting in my head thinking the other day that I became a better artist because of Face Off, and I realized that I had not thought about that. And this we're talking about almost 3 years ago that yes, it's been 3 years. So, and I hadn't really realized that. So it was a really cool realization for me to go, well, I learned how to use alcohol paints. I've used silicone that I never had at silicone prosthetics I never used before. I became a better makeup artist because of Face Off.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't even give it the credit that it deserved. I gave it the credit for giving me this awesome life.
Right.
But I didn't give it any credit for making me the better artist that I am today. I'm painting better today than I was before the show. So all the painting techniques that I teach people in my classes when I come to conventions like this are techniques that I learned while I was on Face Off. So you can teach an old dog new tricks. Or a middle-aged dog new tricks.
Oh yeah, let's stick with middle-aged
let's
there.
stick with middle-aged.
Now,
Slightly middle-aged.
2011,
Yeah.
I have to say, I stood on a sidewalk and watched you perform at Comic Con for your competition.
Was that you were there?
I was there.
How wicked cool.
Yeah, I got great pictures and I was yelling for you and everything.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're
How
welcome.
Cool.
It was really awesome.
So
I was
you
like,
were one of the people that helped me get on the show then?
I voted for you.
That's
and
awesome.
I was like, I was telling my friends, vote for this guy. It was
See,
really
nobody
cool.
remembers that. That's
Oh,
really
I was
cool.
there.
Like a lot of people remember that that happened, but they
Right.
don't remember who I was there with and all this stuff. And I pulled out all the stops. I wanted to have those snakes moving in her hair.
They were
and
amazing.
It was just I sunk more money into that than they allowed me to. Or they gave us a
budget.
certain amount of money and they said, here, take this as your play money. And I said, I can't go to Costco with this check. What you want me to do with this? I mean, we could go to maybe Kroger's or Rite Aid, but no, it was bad. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna have to spend more money to make this pretty cool. And I knew that was my only chance to get on the show.
Right.
And I just said, this is, the Lord has given me a second chance at a career that I had almost closed the door on, you know. So I wasn't gonna throw it away, and I wasn't gonna squander the opportunity.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thanks for voting for me.
No, absolutely. Now, I would love to ask you a little bit. Now, you seem to like to teach.
I love teaching, yeah.
Okay, so what is something you like to share with young artists?
Man, I think the best thing I can tell young people that are interested in this is if you're still in high school and this is something you think you want to do, you got to get 3 things. Of course, art. Take as many art classes as possible because a good all-around artist is going to obviously be better at a specific art form than somebody who's just learning that specific art form. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you can paint, if you can draw, if you can, design and have, do charcoals and all these things, you understand color theory, it's very important because look at Anthony Kozar, an amazing fine artist. Won the show, season 4. Becky Ingram, an amazing fine artist. She got almost to the very end of season 2 with me. So it was like one of those situations where you have to really understand art. Okay, so understand art, understand chemistry, because all of this stuff is a chemical. It's all made in a lab, right? Makeup is made in a lab somewhere. Foam latex is run, and it's all a chemical process, so you need to know chemistry a little bit. And you need to really know anatomy, so learn some anatomy. And if you have the chance and you have career or technical education center in your school district, go to that technical education center and go to cosmetology school, or go to dental tech, go to even auto body repair, because we make a lot of our molds out of fiberglass. Learn a skill that will pay your bills and still advance your skills as a makeup artist.
Very
so
cool.
if you learn a trade that is, why pay $40,000 or $50,000 a year to go to school and go to college, get a degree in a field that you don't want to, number one, be working in, and number two, going to have to pay for the rest of your natural life in a job market in the United States today that is in the tank. So, you know, there's always going to be a need for skilled tradespeople, right?
Right.
If you're cosmetology, if you're auto body, if you're even electrician, because a lot of the servos and things that we put in our animatronic helmets and stuff, do that.
Okay, very cool.
Do that.
He has given you the wise wisdom of what to do.
I'm just old.
No, you're younger than me, so let's not go there.
Okay.
Now, also, I think you have something going on, the family business.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell us a little?
Yeah, the family business is kicking the family's butt right now. I mean, I think I've had about 3 hours of sleep in the last 2 weeks, but it's awesome. I mean, it's looking really good. We just finished filming all those scenes for the trailer. I'm really happy and pleased that, you know, it can be something as a calling card for us in West Virginia to say, yes, West Virginia has skilled workers, tradespeople, artisans, camera people, grips, dollies, people that work in the film business. Come to West Virginia and make your films, because we have tax incentives too. So that's really important to me. I want people to understand that we know what we're doing, and so it's looking beautiful. And I'm just cutting it together right now. We got to get some pickup shots, some B-roll footage, just some little things. Once that trailer's finished, I'm gonna throw it on Kickstarter and see if we can't get a crowdfund thing happening with it. So, but right now we're on GoFundMe, which has really helped pay for the production of the trailer. Okay. And thank you to everybody that's contributed, if you're watching. Yeah, so that's just GoFundMe.com/RJ's Family Business. It's about 3 malevolent, macabre, mischievous, how many M's can I think of? Old men, and I get to play one of the old parts, who run a funeral home in a rural town in West Virginia. They adopt their orphan nephew, and he starts to realize they're up to no good, but through the progression of the film, you find out just how no good they are. So it's kind of creepy, but it's creepy and it's funny. Think of the Addams Family, Hocus Pocus, and Phantasm. Put them in a big pot and mix them together.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really do appreciate it. We both look over there and get the cut.
We got the cut. I'm talking too much.
We're like, got the cut.
Shut up. Get out of here.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
No.